So you've been asked to compete in a Toastmasters speech contest. Now what? Hi, I'm Rob Armstrong with Capitol Club Toastmasters in Olympia, Washington. I was a year into Toastmasters the first time I got roped into a speech contest. My first reaction was fear. And then I started making up excuses why I couldn't do it. But I went ahead and I had good success. And it wouldn't be my last contest. I didn't do it alone. I had help from my club, from my mentor, and the experience helped me to mature from giving first draft speeches to presenting refined district quality speeches every time. Let me share 7 advanced tips that have worked well for me. I'm sure they'll work for you too. Let's get started. 1, share a real life experience. The audience loves personal experiences, especially when they're entertaining and humorous and deliver a valuable lesson. All of the winning speeches I've seen are based on the speaker's personal experience. 2, have a hook and use it often. I always ask myself, what's my hook? Do I have a hook? A hook is that statement or action that hooks my audience in, grabs their attention. It's an advanced technique I use on all my speeches. My first contest, my opening line was, "If Dad would have found out, he'd have killed me." It's a good hook, because most people can relate to it. I used it in the beginning, I used it in the end, and I used it several times in the body of the speech. All the winning speeches that I've seen have a recurring hook. 3, write it down. I cannot refine my speech if I don't write it down to begin with. I use a word processing program and keep the text up to date with each of my refinements. I watch the word count because I know each 100 words is about a minute of speech time for me. I try to eliminate unnecessary words, remembering that gestures in a speech can often replace words. 4, read the speech aloud. I start by taking my written text and reading it aloud. My muscle memory begins to develop with each reading, and my vocal inflection develops. After a couple takes, I use my phone and record the audio. Reading aloud helps me fix awkward wording, and so does listening to the recording. I watch the timer, and usually I need to cut some stuff out. This process helps me take my speech from good to better. 5, break it down. I rehearse and refine the beginning of my speech, the first minute or so. Then I work on the ending of the speech, the last minute or so. That just leaves the middle. I identify trouble spots and work on those. At some point, I start to work on the gestures. And video recording my speech with my phone or tablet is a great tool so that I can watch my body language. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, man, practice. 6, get feedback. I rehearse my speech for my mentor, and usually he gives me some good suggestions. Often, I'll rehearse my speech for my wife. She'll always give me what she thinks about it. 7, physical preparation. Often overlooked and very important. I try to get a good night's rest before my speech. And then work in some exercise, eat lightly, and drink plenty of water. If someone would have told me a couple years ago that this quiet introvert would be standing on a stage making 200 people roar with laughter for 7 minutes, and I'd enjoy it, I'd have said, you're out of your mind. I've grown a lot in Toastmasters. Part of it's just showing up at meetings, participating in all the different roles. Part of it is writing and giving a lot of speeches. And part of it's competing in contests. I invite you to try these 7 advanced tips for yourself. Fair warning, it feels good to be a better speaker. And once you've reached that higher level, it's hard to go back. That's all for me. Thanks, everybody. And good luck on the next level, the contest level.